When I was a little girl, The Wizard of Oz aired only once on national television, always around the Thanksgiving holiday season. Needless to say, watching it together as a family was an annual tradition in our home, as it was for most American families with a television, especially a color television. Welcome to Cheryl's Grand Oz Tour, from nutcrackers to miniatures to old jelly jars and, frankly, everything in between. You're in for quite a treat. Now, growing up in the middle of a large blue-collar family with my 5 brothers and sisters, I sometimes felt a little lost too, kind of like Dorothy did back on the farm in Kansas. Until I declared my love for The Wizard of Oz. Little hint, it was my mom's favorite movie, too. These rag dolls were a gift from Mom, my college graduation gift. It was during those years at Valparaiso University that my passion for collecting all things Oz really took off. Gradually, that family tradition of watching Oz together became a mother-daughter tradition. Each year when the movie aired, instead of scrambling for floor space with the rest of my siblings and the family dog, I got to sit on the love seat with Mom, the best seat in the house. And it gets even better. Mom wouldn't get up to see who was at the door, or answer the phone, or make snacks for the other kids. She was all mine. In fact, I actually gave Mom a foot massage during the entire 102 minutes of the movie and thought it was the best night of my life. Now that Mom's gone, I'm so thankful for our special bond as it continues on in the memories of this magnificent collection. The first broadcast of The Wizard of Oz on national television was on November 3rd, 1956 on CBS. Of course, that was many years before I was actually born. Yet even today, it's one of the top 10 movies of all time. 94% of Americans, over 1 billion people, have watched The Wizard of Oz. I've yet to meet someone who hasn't seen the movie. The Wizard of Oz, originally entitled The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, was written by L. Frank Baum in 1900. The idea for Oz developed rather accidentally as Baum told elaborate tales to his 4 sons and their friends about a fantastical land full of oddly interesting characters and their many grand adventures. His children loved the stories and begged Baum to give his magical land a name. Trying to spontaneously please an eager audience, Baum scanned his office for ideas. The bottom drawer of his filing cabinet was labeled O through Z, and Oz came to life. Since then, hundreds of books have been published about Oz, even in Russian and German. Speaking of Germany, one of my favorite pieces, and there are too many in this collection to mention, is this handmade marionette puppet that my college roommate had commissioned for me from Germany. It's priceless. Mom was into collecting plates. Now, don't tell my brothers or sisters, or my father for that matter, but Mom collected all of these plates for me. Did you know that there was an attempt by MGM in 1939 to secure Shirley Temple as Dorothy? Some believe Judy Garland was too mature to play the lead in a movie based on a children's book. Others criticized that Shirley Temple's voice wasn't mature enough to carry a full-scale musical. In the end, Fox wouldn't lend Shirley Temple to MGM, and the legend of Judy Garland as Dorothy was born. The rendition of Over the Rainbow by Judy Garland was voted the greatest song of all time by the American Film Institute. But did you realize that it was almost left on the cutting room floor because some MGM executives thought the film was too long? Luckily, it made it to the final cut, winning the Oscar for Best Original Song in 1939. Actually, 2 of my favorite renditions of Over the Rainbow are sung by Tori Amos and the Hawaiian ukulele musician Israel Kamakavilo Ole. Check them out. They are spectacular. Ironically, despite winning an Oscar, The Wizard of Oz didn't make any money at the box office in 1939. There were many reasons. First, no one understood how a studio could make a children's book into a film that would appeal to adults. Going to the movie theater was the #1 form of entertainment in our country at that time, and films were for adults, not kids. It wasn't until MGM re-released the movie 10 years later in 1949, after World War II, and after Judy Garland became a Hollywood sensation from her role in Easter Parade. Now, moviegoers would go see anything with Judy Garland in it, and The Wizard of Oz finally hit pay dirt at the box office. Today, over 70 years later, Oz has earned iconic status. Getting back to the tour, you're looking at my kitchen. It's pretty obvious that not a whole lot of cooking goes on here, although that doesn't surprise my family and friends. My little brother likes to marvel at the fact that I own 30 cookie jars and not any cookies. I guess old habits from my career in film, television, and motivation die hard. Judy Garland was born Frances Ethel Gumm on June 10, 1922. She performed as a singer and actress for 45 of her 47 years. During her 15 years with MGM, she made over 24 films, 9 with Mickey Rooney. But her most identifiable performance was Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Here we have original wood-burned portraits of our favorite foursome, the Tin Man, Lion, Dorothy, and Scarecrow, as well as a silkscreen kitchen towel featuring the 1977 calendar year. There's Toto in various shapes and sizes. Did you know Toto got paid $125 a week? That's more than the Munchkins. Sad but true. And this set of porcelain dolls is designed by Marie Osmond. Can you see Marie's resemblance in Dorothy? I sure can. In 1989, MGM celebrated the 50th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz with a vengeance, offering new collectibles like this stellar set of porcelain dolls from the Franklin Mint. There's a 1921 Parker Brothers board game, an Oz lamp, a one-of-a-kind wire and steel wall sculpture, and my very favorite, ruby slipper table. Someday I hope to see the actual ruby slippers worn by Judy in the movie, the #1 attraction at the Smithsonian Institute. As an American Gladiators champion and fitness TV show host, I decided to combine my love for Oz, my gift from Mom, with my love for exercise, my gift from my dad, to create a dance and sing and play along film called Adventures in Oz with Cheryl. In this 3-part, 2-hour DVD adventure, we invite kids ages 3 to 8 to Ozercise, while we teach them healthy habits and values from our friends from Oz. The 17 original sing-along songs encourage kids to get up and move their bodies. And we make new friends, too, with the Lizard of Oz and the talking exercise shoes Archie and Lefty. The clever musical numbers and the eye-popping sets make it so entertaining and so much fun that kids don't even know it's good for them. But parents do, and so does the film industry, which honored us with 13 national awards for positive messages and feature film quality, including 5 stars from the Dove Family Foundation and the Hollywood Film Advisory Board Award of Excellence. And so these books that you see here, written by L. Frank Baum, inspired one little girl from Kansas to believe in the beauty of her dreams. And they inspired me to believe in my dreams, too, to make kids happy and healthy, because that's all any kid really wants to be. To order Adventures in Oz, check out our website at adventuresinoz.com. I hope I meet you and your kids on the Yellow Brick Road to fun and fitness. Thank you for touring my Oz museum, assembled courtesy of my dad and my dear aunt. Remember, it doesn't really matter if Oz is a real place or just a dream. In fact, it doesn't matter if you believe in Oz at all. It does matter that you believe in you. So click your heels 3 times and never stop believing in the magic. Because like they say in the movies, the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Really. Now, enjoy the rest of your life's adventure, but watch out for you-know-who and those flying monkeys and detours along the Yellow Brick Road to life. You are now leaving Oz. Reality straight ahead. Drive or fly carefully.